Hey there everyone, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. Of course, we are going to be mounting for Broadhound as I press the wrong buttons to jump on it instead, because boy, it has been a while since I last recorded for this series. We are starting up a brand new session here, hopefully a session where I can finally conclude this ultra hard playthrough, which, trust me, it's definitely living up to its name difficulty wise with the whole ultra hard thing, and now that I haven't played the game for literal months, it's only going to make it that much more so ultra hard. Anyway, we have plenty of fools to take down here. You know, we're just going to head straight through him. Boom! Oh boy, there are sawtooths. I've had bad memories, bad encounters with those in the past, so I suppose avoiding them would be wise of me, and doing that has become a little more harder when they notice me with such ease, mind you. But yeah, we are heading in the general direction of the deep secrets of the Earth, or at least you sure would hope so. Now, I don't normally fast travel in this game because this game looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. So I would do again, go to Sunfall for the deep secrets of the Earth. It's going to take us a while though. Oh, that guy's an ally, so we're going to attempt to hit him. Not do a great job of it though. Okay, somehow I wasn't dead from that, so boom, that's what we got our mount for there. Oh, and he struck him down. Let's get the critical blow. Boom! Yeah, I definitely need to get into the whole mist of pushing the Be Good video game button once more when it comes to just everything in this game, apparently. Normally I wouldn't take a hit like that, but today it's just one of those days where months after not having played a game, I need to get back into the whole general gist of playing the game. I'm just repeating myself here, repetition for effect and all that, the effect being to put emphasis on everything I'm repeating. With that being said, I can't even remember what it was that was with that being said, because I was going to divert my attention to another topic after having repeated myself so many times, but now that I've repeated myself so many times, all I can remember is the very things I've been repeating. I can't remember anything else I was going to talk about. Whatever it was I was going to talk about is now history, and hey, if I forgot about it, surely it couldn't have been that important as I gather this fire kiln route over here, and there's more, I'm hoping, medical flowers, because I'm going to need healing. I'm going to take a lot of hits I wouldn't necessarily normally take even, if I can speak, which seems to be a big no-go. After all, speaking is hard. Go, 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 go! That was a huge risk, and somehow it almost paid off. I say almost because now I've got a fucking bellow back on my back. So many backs. Ouch. Yep. A very good run in, and now, you know, because of that, I just so happen to be dead and have a awesome loading screen to deal with. Note to self, don't take month-long breaks from video games and then come back to it expecting to be able to best the hardest difficulty of all things. Yeah, we're just going to blame it on my lack of preparation, I suppose. I really should have gone into practice before going back to ultra hard, but never mind. Now this time, to save time, I'm going to stop saying time and instead just go into the map over here and fast travel, because I seem to have enough of those kits around here. There was a little exclamation mark up there, but we're not going to worry about that, considering that we're only focused upon the main quests throughout the game on this playthrough. I am looking forward to cutting all of this together though, and being able to make an awesome little edit from it all, so that can premiere right before I go back to streaming this game, so we can go back to 100% save I've been streaming throughout the past year or so odd, and have that save completed, have the streaming series finished in anticipation for Forbidden West, currently my most anticipated game of the year. I was going to say my favourite game of the year, but it's not came out yet, so who's to say how good it will be even. I have confidence though that it will be good, hence the anticipation and all that. I'm getting the collector's edition, so boy, I cannot wait. A lot of my dialogue, a lot of my commentary right now is very natural, very organic, but because of that, entertaining commentary is hard. Boy, these guys are not my friends. I thought they were. Okay, that's what I got my nifty bow and arrow for. Oh, but how am I? Okay, how am I not dead is a true question we should be asking ourselves, which is the question I'm asking myself, to be perfectly honest. Oh boy, I really need to stop missing these now. Yep, this is definitely the whole rusty business. I'm forgetting what's even like weakened these guys. I'm pretty sure it's the eye. Yep, the eye was most certainly one of the weaker spots. Okay, get the eye some more. That's not the eye. Ooh, but that electric shock certainly helped. Wow, that was a lot of damage over there. It felt like anyway, given that there was bright colours and lights and all that. Yeah, there you go. Hit the blaze canister. It'd be even better if I hit it with fire, because then I could blow it up. Okay, there we are. That's what we wanted. Machine kill. Being able to slow down time in this game, though, it's so much fun. This mechanic right here is one of the reasons why I love the game as much as I do. What I don't love, however, is being headbutt by this guy. Luckily, we're gonna get our revenge in the form of that machine kill right now. Let's gather up all these components. Now, one button I do remember is, of course, the collection button. That's a very important button, that one. And I'm forgetting the sprint button. Is it the L3 or is it the X? No, the X is jump. That's your dash. You can hold it for a longer, well, roll, not a dash. The dash is the button I'm looking for, that was not. And then for square is your crouch. Oh, the L3 is a sprint. What do you know? This is how fast Aloy sprints. How did I forget this? I'm also forgetting that the current objective is in the opposite direction. That went well. Healing time. I need it after that encounter. I couldn't even deal with broadheads at the moment. But still, though, lots of things to anticipate in the world of Horizon 4 for Forbidden West is coming up. And say, commentary, very natural type dialogue. It's harder to remain on topic and have less repetition. It's more dull and plain, like everyday life, because that's effectively what it is. It's a conversation just without for other people here to converse with, so instead I'm speaking to myself, which sounds weird from an outground context. But when you guys are watching and you have something to respond to thanks to my interactivity created by said commentary, then that's what makes a difference. That's why I do it, pretty much. Okay, let's get this. Are you dead yet? Yes, yes you are. Glorious. Okay, let's see what this Grazer has to offer. A fire coil, at least. Oh boy, there are things searching for me. We gotta run now. I would say it's own like Donkey Kong, but I also kind of like don't want to die, so like Donkey Kong, he dies. You know, Mario kind of just lowers the appropriate platforms and he falls to his doom. Or at least something along those glorious.
We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Isn't that what we're all hoping? Learning things is fun. But yeah, I basically just had a lecture at university where I'm currently at. I'm not doing a good job jumping over this, am I? And yeah, that lecture was all about dialogue and all that. Do I not need to put on for appropriate attire first before I get shot down by these fools, or are we okay as is? Apparently we are okay as is. I'm pretty sure Shadow Card would get fooled by the whole disguise situation, but apparently I'm not needing to wear that right now, or I'm wearing it without even realising I'm wearing it, which I'm pretty sure is not true. That being said, we have cutscenes! So yeah, there's a great difference between film dialogue where that will be strapped down, it will be focused, there will be rhythm and there will be reason behind the dialogue, rather than just blabbering, unlike what I'm doing right now, which in and of itself is blabbering, talking about blabbering, and that's more for day-to-day commentary. That was actually a question on one of the new Trivial Pursuit editions for decades of the 2010s, where it literally had a question on it about what is it called when a YouTuber goes through a game with entertaining commentary. Well, it's referred to as a Let's Play. Even my 40-year-old father was able to get that question. There wasn't many particularly difficult ones. And in fact, in this edition of Trivial Pursuit, there was even a question about this game, asking what was the name of the 2017 game starring Aloy? Good year for games, because that's the year this game came out, and this game was great.
Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose
look at that lighting though. Aloy looks so good in that lighting.
I command Lucian's
Then again, everyone looks good in this lighting, including this kid right now.
by the will of Radiant Edaman.
Like, sure, the textures can be quite questionable. You do see things phasing through things like hair. In the case of Aloy right there, you get to see the little, like, bands and strings on the costumes phasing through shoulders and all that. But apart from the whole phasing textures and the wonky hitboxes at times, the game is very polished.
You and I need to chat.
Again, it looks gorgeous. It's a world you want to explore, and it gives you the mechanics to make it that exploration fun and everything. So there's not really much to go around fault-wise. I very much enjoy this game, in case that isn't abundantly clear already.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So,
Huh. How interesting. I say this without a hint of sarcasm or shadow of doubt.
You've got to be kidding.
Anyway, we are slowly but surely approaching the end. We have a few more mainline quests to go, and then we'll pretty much be there. That is how it works. You know, approaching the end of the game and all that. So, we have the Traitor's Bounty. It's a side quest, so we're not too interested in that at the moment. We're worried about Deep Secrets of the Earth. For a quest we came here to do. Walk over these things? No, because that's death.
the other side of the tower.
Okay, somehow that worked though, so we will take it. Let's get to without further ado and try not to die. Easy said and done.
It's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
What does it look like I have? Silence? Man, this guy annoys me. I'm honestly impressed I even remember the name of such an annoying character who doesn't deserve his name to be recognized and remembered, and yet here it is, having both those things attached to it. Okay, so are we going to enter then? Yes. Yes, we are. Yeah, you stop that shit right there. And bing bang boom, we're in
I've
the
spent a
room.
lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her.
Voila! Alright, voila in every
I suspect
meaning
you'll have an easier
of the
time with
word.
this door than I did years ago.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home came out recently. I think we all know how universally beloved that film. Going into the film with not too high expectations, purely because there was a few production issues, especially with the deal between Sony and Marvel.
Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here!
Aloy, this is rude. I'm trying to speak here about No Way Home, a damn great film, which really surprised me, because at the end of the day, I was still expecting it to be good, there's no denying that, but it was so much more better than I was expecting it to be, so it was what I expected in terms of its quality, and then some, because boy, it was so good. I'm glad that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield didn't get just cameos. When they did come in though, I was there from day one showing where everybody just absolutely started screeching. I've never heard such a massive round of applause for characters before. And so Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire come in, they get some decent screen time, and the chemistry is phenomenal too, the action is phenomenal, the cinematography, just what is to fault about this movie? Absolutely nothing. Except for maybe the pacing and the fact that the beginning of the film isn't particularly strong.
Of everything.
You know, it is overly long at points, but overall it's still fairly fast paced, and the entertainment value and the fun is most certainly there.
Yes, fine. Now will you
And that's
please
what
get
matters
moving?
most of all.
Much
I
to
mean,
learn in less time than
all of the action sequences are just so damn good. It ties back to how good the cinematography is, I suppose, for the wide scope of the action and all that. Anyway, there's lots of things here we can explore, or better yet, we can just run straight through it and hope not to get spotted by fools that are going to come down and try to hunt us. Keyword here is try, because I'm sure I'll find a gun and destroy him. Oh, I love the guns. The guns are great. Okay, let's open the door then. Upcoming combat, and then we're also going to need our focus. If I can actually initiate the focus, which is clearly asking for too much, because instead what we have is yet another cutscene, a very story-revealing one. Boy, the story, the background lore for this world, it's just so fascinating. This is definitely one of those episodes for the praising. I love praising things, especially when things deserve said praise.
Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us.
Dun dun!
It will save us.
Everyone is dead, but how can everyone be dead when life went
By the
on?
time the glitch
Yeah,
was
that's
noticed,
the kind of
it was already
questions that we have to
late.
answer through the story.
Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague.
I mean, how
Nothing
great
can.
is that?
Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere.
Such a
Life on
fucking
Earth
awesome
will
story,
be
man. We're
destroyed.
technically in like
Our planet
millions of
reduced
years
to
in the
barren
future,
sphere.
and yet we have simple
Global
tribes and
extinction is
primitive
inevitable.
weaponry to
No
fight
matter
massive
how
ass
many we kill,
robot
the
creatures
robots
with.
just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. That exception. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle.
Yeah, not great, is it? This is pretty dark tonally, but that's why it's a mature game made for adults. I'm sure kids still play it anyway because kids are rebellious like that, and adults don't care about the rules and the age ratings applied to games that are there to protect their kids, and yet they'll give their kids these 18, 16 rated games and then moan to the game companies when they're the ones who went out and purposefully bought the games for their children despite the clear-cut warnings before purchase, after purchase. Just why not sit down and watch your kids play games and see what they can and cannot handle, because a lot of kids are great at handling more mature themes than we can possibly comprehend. The opposite is also true. Okay, there's that. Let's get out of here as we enter the viewing room. Oh, but we gotta wait for this monologue
But
first.
it was.
In accordance with the game denying me.
Saved us.
It denied me my claim.
How she did it.
Or Throne. Or Dragon Scroll. Whatever film we're on about here, I guess. When are we gonna get a Horizon film anyway? Sorry for that there hiccup, but an Horizon film would be done correctly. That film's not came out yet, and I can tell you already it's not gonna be
Nothing
good.
stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place?
Okay, I've tried to be aware right now. It's not really working out too well. Luckily, that's what I got vents for, to be quiet, Just gotta push buttons and hope for the best at this point in time, in all perfect honesty. Oh, hi! No idea how that counted as a stealth kill, but we'll take it. Oh, get out of the way of just firework doom. Oh boy, I'm out of ammo. Okay, let's craft some more then. There we go. That's what we want. So much fire just everywhere. Okay, let's get down then. Or not, because apparently getting down is too much to ask for. That was a headshot, but a headshot isn't enough to kill these guys. They're a bit too advanced enemies-wise. Lots of armor, all that. And it doesn't help that I can't aim, apparently. Yeah, there we go. Now we're taking some health away from him. Boom! Headshot kill. That's what we're talking about, baby. Okay, where's this fool at? We gotta shoot him some more. Yeah, this guy just doesn't want to die apparently, but I do believe he's going. I'm a-okay with him taking this time if it means me getting a Zigun. No idea how he managed to avoid that arrow there. Good for him, I guess. Oh, what's not so good for me is me taking all this damage. Okay, where's he at? Back there. Oh, just barely missed a headshot. Oh, well, that wasn't even close to a headshot there, to be honest. There we go, that's what we're talking about. Now we can loot this guy and get the fire strike here. Yeah, 100 metal shards, very useful for crafting and all that. And then we're also going to heal up whilst we're at it. I'll probably have some potions, right? Yeah, I do have a few of them, that is. So let's open up this door, pick back up the fire striker, see what we got. More cutscenes, I would be left to believe. I would left to believe correctly.
You've heard the bad news.
It's not exactly what I call good news. You're right on that factor.
Life itself will cease to exist.
Yeah, that's rough.
But does that have to be the end?
Normally you'd think yes, but luckily we got big brain people, high IQ, very useful, very clever.
Kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew. This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Oh, how hard could that be? Like I said, we have super big, brainy, smart people. She had her Weet-Bix that morning.
The biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia.
Ooh, cool name. I like the name. Gaia. You can even say it in a sinister tone, and that's when you know a name is good, even when you can say it all sinisterly.
A comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now these aren't AIs, but make
Apollo, but for surname with that guy is kind of like an entire spin-off of the Rocky series, Creed and all that. Good films, those. You know, like No Way Home, Creed 2 I didn't have particularly great expectations for, given the troubled production, and yet it came out of the film, well I came out of the film I should say, to be exact. I came out of it very pleased. It was an excellent film with great drama, awesome pacing, and by awesome pacing of course I mean fast pacing. Slow pacing isn't particularly awesome, but it is something to admire when you risk making a slow yet powerful and impacting film. Those kind of films, for films that as an art student, as a film craftsman, I appreciate those heavily.
How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting
Minerva, that's the name of a main building at my university campus. Now that's coincidence right there.
Not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks.
Yeah, those crocodiles are a pain. I kind of wish they were never made.
And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible choice.
Yeah, that's the importance of history, folks.
If we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia.
Yes, I will help you, hologram lady.
Join me and help make that future real.
What does it look like I'm trying to do, hologram lady? I literally said I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Just shut up and let me do it. Yeah, Forbidden West, the problem is that it comes out at the end of January, and January notoriously is like the longest month in terms of how it feels, the pacing of the month, how quickly it goes by and all that. You know, it basically feels like an entire year all in one month. So basically, a year is 30 days of January and then every other month. What is this? I can scan it with my focus, which is working now. Anyway, we're not too worried, as I've talked about previously. We are going to hold on to the Fire Striker, however, this thing is great. As is the healing, thank you. Thank you. And let's open the door.
Archive of knowledge. What happened to that?
Intruder! Get her!
Okay, where are you? These guys are not dying very well. I would like them to die more. There you go, that's more like it. Okay, we ran out of ammo there, but there's more medics. We can pick up more medics? That makes it sound like people, the people that are the medics, when no, the medics is actually just for plants, for medical plants I should say to be exact, because that's how grammar works. Rather than them being a medic, which is a profession. I don't think a plant can even be a profession, can it? And now I seem to be rambling on again. I suppose going back to that whole theme of a commentary and all that, I was alluding to earlier. With that being said, let's pick up another one of these fire striker weapons, thank you very much. They did kind of annihilate those fools earlier, and I had no problem with that whatsoever. Oh, and medical plants, I also quite like those, thank you very much. We can really start stacking those up in future, as well as solve puzzles. Oh dear, I'm not good at the puzzles. Well, we gotta find power and all sorts first. Or, you know, we use those and apply them to these right here. So we want up, left. So we want it to go counterclockwise, down, right, up. Very simple. So boom, boom, and then we shake the room. Oh, that was not the one I intended. Okay, there, and then there. Unless it was meant to be the opposite way around, which could damn well be the case. Or maybe that was intentional for this one over here, this pattern. Oh, yep, I see it now. So this actually wants to be left, and then up, and then left again. Oh, that's going the wrong way, so we're just going to keep doing it the wrong way, I guess, till we eventually get there. So, but surely, then we want down and right. There we go, and then right for you.
Done.
It was done, congratulations for noticing. Now we need to proceed through the door, I guess. In a correct direction, one would also guess. Apparently this is still the right room, so... where the hell I'm supposed to find the appropriate tools for this here part of the puzzle? My clues are well clueless.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow he managed to install.
Oh wait, no, never mind. We can follow the power cable there.
I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new.
Wow, someone's a bit mad. Okay, we're gonna continue through here. Oh no, that's the door we're trying to restore. I think the other door was the one that we were looking for. Right, back here. What do you know? My look, that's exactly what happened, and I took that whole detour for no reason whatsoever. Okay, so what do we have around here then? Anything interesting, or are you just going straight for... yeah, they are the ladder, which I accidentally pressed the wrong button to grip onto, but never mind, I guess. Okay, here's where we crouch. Well, duh, what else would I be doing, right? It was a bit too crowded for anything otherwise. Okay, over that we go, steadily. We want the supply crate with, well, plenty of supplies in it, now don't we? Okay, over we go once more, boom.
Found one.
That was an odd angle, but we managed to pick up the emitter. Now we drop back down and come right down here. We can put that into place and then start activating these based on the code. So we want it up,
That door open.
right, then we want this all the way down, then left, and the last one wants to be up. So this should be the correct code, you would hope. Or did I get it in reverse again? Because that would most certainly be a possibility. Yes, because it's upside down, so everything needs to be in the exact reverse of what it is now. I'd believe so anyway. So yeah, let's try that then. The exact reverse of what everything's in. Very inconvenient how it's upside down like that. You could have maybe not done that to me, game. That would have been very convenient, but I am clearly asking for too much. So we're almost going in the opposites. It's opposite day, but if it's opposite day today, and it's the opposite of everything, does that mean it's no longer opposite day? You know, the opposite of opposite day, which is just a normal day. Either way, I seem to have these wrong, so let's try doing the far left and middle ones again. No doubt what I do is wrong. Whatever it is, it's wrong. End of story, that's how it works. Is that still wrong by some nasty, harsh truth, or